Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 20.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll take this to the 46. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Back to the running game with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Looking to throw on second down. Schmidt, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Tua sets up to pass it, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spot? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Let's beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Looking to throw. Schmidt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 2 and now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brought down back in his own 9-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fighting through it, he's got space. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
6, 7. Ready?
2 and now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league?
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. He completes it. They've got a 1st down. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Taken down at the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Tua.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
You ain't going nowhere.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Now Hill to return it.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Schmidt.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Schmidt.
And check down complete to Hall. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson,
42 yards.
and the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. McCann for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Jermaine Johnson.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on second and long.
Tua.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Tua once again here on second and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away.
So it's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make every stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just in. Start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Schmidt.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again. Schmidt.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
Let's go.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 18. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go. Here we go. 5, 97. Watch it. 6.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Second down at 4.
Back to throw. Schmidt. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Dolphins.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading